5 basic things you need to know before you publish your first book on Amazon KDP, or before you even create your Amazon KDP account. You need to know these 5 things. You need to have them in mind before you create that account. This video was supposed to be a step-by-step guide on how to create your Amazon KDP from Nigeria. But on a second thought, I think maybe it's better I tell you the basic things you need to know before creating that KDP account, because it's good you have them in mind before creating your account so that you don't get confused along the line. And some of these things I wish I knew them even before I published my first book. So if you're thinking about creating your KDP account, you've not created KDP account before, but you have in mind of creating your KDP account, you need to watch this video to the end, because I'll be telling you 5 basic things you need to have in mind or know or get handy before creating an account with KDP. It's better you know them. Hi lovely people, welcome back to the channel. How you all doing? This is Grow with Stacy. Here we'll talk about how to make money online, how to bargain the money using different platforms, and also how to grow your YouTube channel. If this is the type of content you would love to be seeing, please do well to subscribe on this channel to stay tuned and to turn on your notification bell to know when I upload a new video. So in this video, I'll be telling you 5 basic things you need to know before creating an account with Amazon KDP. I wish I knew it. I wish I knew it before I even published my first book. Maybe my first account wouldn't have been terminated, but it's better you know them now. Your privilege, if you haven't opened your KDP, your privilege to be seeing this video, it's better you know this thing before you create your account or before you publish your first book. So I will see you in the other side of the video. Alright guys, welcome back. You need to have these requirements or know about them before you think of opening an account with Amazon KDP. Or if you have accounts already but you have not published your book, you still need this information. So before you open your KDP account, you must have your government issued identity card. This identity card is for verification. It was not there before, they just added it of recent. So you have to have government issued identity card. If you don't have it, don't bother opening your KDP. You get, because they will ask for verification, and if you can't verify your account, you won't be accepted. So you must provide government issued identity card to verify before you can be accepted to have a KDP in 2025. Acceptable ID for those in Nigeria are international passports, driver's license, or NIN. So these are the ones acceptable. I've heard that people use voters card, but these ones are the ones I've seen people use and it worked for them. So and the NIN must be in plastic form. So there's a way to go around it. If you don't have, if your own NIN is on paper form, you can still put it in plastic form so that they can accept it. So this is one of the requirements, mandatory, that you must have before you have account with KDP. If you don't have it, don't bother. If you don't have the national passport, you don't have driver's license or NIN, there is no need you opening your KDP. The second is bank information. You need to provide bank details for receiving royalty payments. And in this case, it's not your local bank. Like in Nigeria, we have First Bank, Access Bank, Eco Bank, and the rest. No, it's not your local bank. You need to open a receiving account with your different online platform. You can open your receiving account. There is Pioneer, there is Grace.co, there is GPay. I personally recommend Pioneer because of their efficiency. I've also used Gray and GPay, but I prefer using Pioneer. Personal opinion though, but you can use any of GPay and Gray. Why I like Gray is that their withdrawal is so fast. Within a minute or two, your money is in your local bank account. So you have to have a receiving account with either Pioneer, GPay, or Gray before you open your KDP account, because it will be you will need it. They will ask you to fill it, and if you do not fill it, you cannot publish your book. So it's better you have it handy before you register for KDP. The third one is tax information. You will provide your tax information, or you fill in tax interview form to determine your tax status and to comply with tax regulations. Yes, when you're registering for KDP, you will be asked for to provide your tax information. And if you have it, like if you're in a country where they give this 30% treaty, like you remove this 30% tax from your royalty, you need to provide your tax information, your number, tax number, and everything. But if you're from Nigeria, there's a provision for you to fill in that you don't have. You cannot, in a country where you are, you can't get um, task number. So you fill in that form for to comply with their task regulation. Very important. You need to have this in mind before you register for KDP. Fourth one is the content guideline compliance. You will ensure your book adheres to KDP content guidelines, which prohibit certain type of content, including plagiarized materials. Yes, every platform has their guidelines. So KDP also has a guideline that prohibits certain type of content from being published. So I strongly suggest or recommend that you read KDP content guideline before you think of publishing a book. I wish I knew this before I started publishing. I wouldn't have my first account that was terminated I wouldn't have experienced it. So I strongly recommend that you read con- KDP content compliance guideline very well. Read it very well before you think of publishing your book. It's in their website. Just go to their website. You will be able to read it. Then, in this content guideline, your book contents and your cover design need to follow the acceptable formats. Yes, you also see the format that are acceptable in this content guideline. So you need to read it very, very well, very important before you think of publishing your book. And while publishing as well, you also see the ones that are acceptable, because if you do it the way it's not acceptable, your book will be blocked. So that is why you need to follow their content guideline while publishing your book. The last but not the least thing you need to have in mind before opening your KDP account is the pricing and royalties. How does it work? You need to know this. The pricing, you will need to decide on your book pricing and understand the royalty options. And in doing this, you will want to overprice your book, because if you overprice your book, you won't sell it. And if you underprice it, your effort will not yield any results. So also, why publishing your book as well, they will also guide you and give you options from this price to this price, and you will now decide which price to go for, depending on the quality and the quantity of the book you're publishing. Then the royalty options usually 70%. So for instance, if the price of a book is, let's say, $10, Amazon is taking 30% and paying you 70%. So this is how the royalty works. So these are the things you need to have in mind. And suggest you read about this very well, because Amazon is actually a good place you can make money if you know your way around this. So you have to have these things in mind before you start publishing your book on Amazon. Thank you for watching. If you have any question, you can drop it in the comment section and I will respond to you.